Hello students, today we are going to start the new activity related to subject biology of class 9. Its aim is to identify parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma tissues in plants, stripped, smooth and cardiac muscle fibers and the nerve cell in the animals from prepared slide. Draw their label diagrams as well. To perform this activity, we need the prepared slides, permanent slides of parenchyma tissue, sclerenchyma tissue, collenchyma, unstripped tissues, that is the unstripped muscles, striated muscles, cardiac muscle and the nerve cell of the animals. As well as we need a compound microscope to check the structure of all these tissues in this. What is tissue? Tissues are the group of cells performing the similar function. Tissues have the common origin. Tissues are present in plants as well as the animals. These three, parenchyma, sclerenchyma and collenchyma, first three slides are of the plant tissues and the rest of the four are the animal tissues. We will visualize each and every permanent slide under the compound microscope and we will check the structure. We need a compound microscope. We will place the slide over the stage, put this clip and we will set the slide by adjusting by the coarse adjustment. First we will do the coarse adjustment. Then we will check the structure by doing the fine adjustment. Now I have adjusted the structure in the same way. We have to adjust the structure of all these tissues and I will explain and show you the structure of all the tissues by the help of a project. Let's start with the plant tissues. We will study the type of plant tissues. Plant tissues are basically of two types. First is the meristematic. Meristematic tissues have the capability of division, but the permanent tissues are incapable of cell division. They doesn't divide. And today we are going to study the simple permanent tissues, that is the parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. And the second type of permanent tissues are the complex tissues, that is the xylem and phloem. You have heard about these terms. These are the vascular tissues which help in the transportation, of water as well as the food. Now, we will start with the first tissue, that is the parenchyma. This is the TS structure of parenchyma, that is the transverse section of parenchyma. You can see these cells, different cells with the same size, polygonal in shape and have the nucleus. There is a space present between every cell. This space is the intercellular space which help in the gaseous exchange. As well as every cell have the large central vacuole, which is the characteristic feature of the plant cell, that it will have the vacuole. Now these vacuole have the large space present within the cell, due to which the cytoplasm is at the periphery. These parenchyma cells also contain the chloroplast and their main function is the storage of the food as well as they help in the preparation of the food. They provide the strength to the cell. These are the living cells. These are the living cells of the plant and they help in the maintaining the stability as well as the provide the support to the plant. This was the first simple permanent tissue, that is the parenchyma. Next one is the collenchyma. Now this is the structure of TS section of the collenchyma. You can see that there is no space present between these cells. These are also living cells and have the protoplasm present within them. Parenchyma was also the living and this collenchyma is also a living cell with the protoplasm. They have the cell wall and you can see the thickening present at the corners of the cell wall. It have the thickened corners. This is the characteristic feature of the collenchyma. It provides the stiffness. It is present in the leaves and it provides the stiffness to the plant. It helps to provide the strength. Next simple permanent tissue is the sclerenchyma. This is the transverse section of sclerenchyma and this is the longitudinal section. The last two tissues we studied, that was the parenchyma, collenchyma, both were the living cell. But this sclerenchyma is the dead tissue. It is dead. It have these small pits which help in the transportation, and it have the lignified thick wall. It have the cell wall which have the lignin deposition over it. These are the elongated cells, as you can see. As I told you that these are dead cells, so they doesn't perform any function, and they have the average length of 1 to 8 centimeter. They are also known as fibers. Today we have learned the three different type of permanent tissue, simple permanent tissue, that is the parenchyma, collenchyma and the sclerenchyma. The second type of tissue that we have to study, that is the animal tissues. Animal means human beings. We are also animal. So in our body also there are four different type of tissues: epithelial, connective, nervous and the muscular. According to the NCERT, we have to do the structure of nervous tissue and muscular tissue, three different type of muscular tissue in this activity. Let's discuss the skeletal muscle fiber. It is also known as the striated muscle fiber. Why it is known as striated muscle fibers? Because you can see in the diagram, it is having the striations. It have the striations, line-like structures, different lines. These are the striations. That's why it is also known as the striated muscle fibers. It have the nucleus. You can see the nucleus. These are the nucleus present within the muscle fibers. These muscle fibers help us to move. You move, you show locomotion. Every animal show locomotion. That is due to this type of muscle fiber, that is the skeletal muscle fibers, because these muscle fibers remain attached with our skeletal system. Skeletal system means bones. It remain attached with the skeleton system and help us to move, help us to show the locomotion. All the voluntary actions which are in our control are occurred due to these skeletal muscle fibers, because it have these striations, it have the contractile protein, actin and myosin. That contractile protein, actin and myosin, helps in the contraction of the muscle, which helps us in the movement. The second type of the muscle, that is the smooth muscles. This is the smooth muscles. You can see the difference between the structure of the striated and the smooth. This is unstriated because striations are not seen. You can see there are no striations. Every cell have its nucleus. Every cell has its nucleus, and these are the smooth muscles. These muscles line the visceral organs of our body. What are the visceral organs? These are the internal organs. Internal organ means your stomach. It controls the involuntary actions which are not in our control, which are not in the will of the human body. Every organ contains this type of muscles, but there is an exception. That exception is the cardiac muscles. You have heard about cardiologist? That is the doctor which treats the heart patients. These are also the type of smooth muscles. It is having the striations, but they are cross. It is having the branches. You can see the branches. These type of branches were absent in the smooth muscles. It have the nucleus. These are very much important muscles which are present in our heart. Branch muscles, which is having these striations, as well as the intercalated disc which separates the different cells, because the structure you can see, this is the muscle fiber made up of different cells showing the different nucleuses. We have studied the three different type of muscles. Muscle fiber, that was the first was the skeletal, second was the smooth, and the third is the cardiac. Now the next type of tissue present in the animals is the nerve cell. present in the human nervous system. This is the structure of a nerve cell, structural and the functional unit of the nervous system. You can see these are the modified cells. This is the longest cell of the human body. This is the main cell body having the small branch projections known as dendrite, one long unbranched projection known as the axon, and the end of the axon is the terminal branches also known as the axon ending. The blue color sheath present on the axon is the myelin sheath, and it is a cell, so its cell body contains the cytoplasm and the nucleus. This is the fundamental part of the every cell, that is the nucleus and the cytoplasm. This type of structure you will see under the microscope from the permanent slide. Today in this activity, I have shown you the microscopic structure of plant tissues as well as the animal tissues. Hope you have learned as well as understood the characteristic of each tissue. Thank you and have a nice day.